Welcome to this session of BSc Physics. The topic of discussion is molecular physics. I am Dr. K.N. Jagadish. The contents of this session are as follows. Now here in this session, we are going to discuss the selection rule for the rotational spectrum. It also contains the conditions for molecules to exhibit rotational or vibrational spectra, and it is followed by the vibrational motion of molecules and the relevant selection rules. Now, in the previous session, we have spoken about the different energy levels associated with the rotational spectrum. Now, in this session, we are going to set the rules for the rotational quantum number and the different energy levels and the corresponding spectral lines produced by the due to the rotation of the molecules. It is found that a molecule can go from one rotational state to another rotational state such that the change in rotational quantum number is always plus or minus 1. That is, delta J is equal to plus or minus 1. And for absorption, delta J is equal to plus 1 only. If the molecule absorbs energy and goes from a state Ej to Ej plus 1, then the energy of the photon absorbed is given by delta E is equal to mu j bar, which is nothing but the reciprocal of wavelength, which is nothing but the wave number, and that is equal to the difference in the energies of the two states, that is Ej plus 1 minus Ej. Substituting the values of Ej plus 1 and Ej, we get delta E as equal to B into J plus 1 into J plus 2 minus B into J plus 1. That is equal to B into J plus 1 into J plus 2 minus J, which turns out to be equal, which turns out to mu j bar as equal to 2 times B into J plus 1. When J is equal to 0, mu 0 bar is equal to 2B. When J is equal to 1, mu 1 bar is equal to 4B. And when J is equal to 2, mu 2 bar is equal to 6B, and so on. These values of mu bar imply that all the photons differ by energy 2B. Hence, the rotational spectral lines are equally spaced, which is as shown in the above figure. The spacing between the spectral lines of rotational spectrum is 2B, which is a constant, and it is independent of the value of G. The energy absorbed in joule and the corresponding frequency in hertz is given by delta E is equal to Ej plus 1 minus Ej, which is equal to h square divided by 8 pi square I into j plus 1 into j plus 2 minus h square divided by 8 pi square I j into j plus 1. This in turn is equal to h square divided by 8 pi square I into j plus 1 into j plus 2 minus j, and that is equal to h square by 8 pi square I 2 into j plus 1. Thus, delta E is equal to h square divided by 4 pi square I into j plus 1. Similarly, the frequency of spectral line is given by mu is equal to delta E divided by h. Substituting for delta E, we get h divided by 4 pi square I into j plus 1 hertz. When j is equal to 0, mu is equal to h divided by 4 pi square I into 0 plus 1, which in turn is equal to h divided by 4 pi square I. And this frequency is, we refer it as mu naught. When j is equal to 1, mu is equal to h divided by 4 pi square I into 1 plus 1, which is given by 2 into h divided by 4 pi square I. And finally, it is equal to 2 times mu naught. When j is equal to 2, mu is equal to h divided by 4 pi square I into 2 plus 1, which in turn is equal to 3 into h divided by 4 pi square I, which is finally equal to 3 times mu naught, and so on. Thus, rotational spectral lines are said to be equally spaced with a spacing equal to mu naught. The spacing between the spectral lines gives valuable information about the molecule. By measuring the spacing between the rotational spectral lines and the moment of inertia of the molecule can be calculated using the expression B is equal to h divided by 8 pi square I into C. Since I is equal to mu into R square, which in turn is equal to m1 into m2 divided by m1 plus m2 into R square. For a diatomic molecule, m1 and m2 are usually known. Hence, the interatomic distance or bond length, small r, can be calculated. Thus, the microscopic quantity, small r, can be calculated by just measuring the spacing between the rotational spectral lines. Condition for the molecules to exhibit rotational or vibrational spectra. Molecules having electric dipole moment can absorb or emit infrared and microwave radiation. A molecule having rotational motion only can radiate energy only when there is a change in dipole moment associated with its motion. In molecules made up of different kinds of atoms like HCl, HF, CO, etc., a permanent dipole moment exists due to non-coincidence of center of mass of positive and negative charges. and hence can radiate energy. In non-polar molecules made up of same kind of atoms like nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen, etc., and polyatomic molecules like carbon dioxide and methane, the center of mass of positive and negative charges coincide with no dipole moment and no radiation of energy takes place due to pure rotation. During vibrational motion, the molecule is stretched and compressed, and the charge distribution is distributed such that there is a change in dipole moment or dipole moment either in terms of magnitude or direction. This results in absorption or emission of radiation, reducing vibrational spectra. Coming to the vibrational motion of molecules, the molecules in the gaseous and liquid form are not rigid. That is, the interatomic distance is not constant. Hence, the molecule can vibrate when sufficiently excited. During vibrational motion, the atoms vibrate, executing simple harmonic motion along the line joining them such that the center of mass remains fixed. So consider a diatomic molecule made up of atoms of masses m1 and m2 executing vibrational motion. Classically, the frequency of oscillation of the molecule is given by mu equals 1 by 2 pi into root of small k divided by mu, where mu is equal to m1 into m2 divided by m1 plus m2, and small k is the force constant. The corresponding energy of the vibrating molecule is given by h nu is equal to h divided by 2 pi into square root of k divided by mu. The restoring force per unit displacement of the atom from the mean position is called as the force constant K. A greater force constant implies that the atoms are held by strong force of attraction. The force constant of hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, and hydrogen bromide are approximately around 970 Newton per meter for hydrogen fluoride, and for hydrogen chloride it is 480 Newton per meter, and for hydrogen bromide force constant is 420 Newton per meter, indicating that the hydrogen fluoride is strongly bound compared to hydrogen bromide. According to quantum mechanics, the vibrational energy of a molecule is quantized and is given by EV is equal to V plus half into h nu, where the vibrational constant V is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. is called the vibrational quantum number. For the ground state, V is equal to 0. Therefore, E naught equals half h nu, which is called as the 0 point energy. This expression implies that even if energy is not supplied to the molecule vibrates with its own intrinsic energy due to vibration and is equal to half h nu. Unlike rotational energy, the lowest vibrational energy is not zero. Hence, vibrational motion takes place even at absolute zero. When V is equal to 1, E1 is equal to 3 by 2 h nu, and when V is equal to 2, E2 is equal to 5 by 2 h nu, and when V is equal to 3, E3 is equal to 7 by 2 h nu, and so on. Thus, the vibrational energy levels differ by h nu, or in other words, the vibrational energy levels are equally spaced. Coming to the selection rule, it is found that the vibrational state can change during excitation and de-excitation such that the vibrational quantum number changes by plus or minus 1. That is, delta V is equal to 1 for absorption. Hence, whenever a transition takes place, say from E3 to E2 or from level E2 to E1, the energy emitted is given by the difference of energies between the two levels, that is E3 minus E2, which is equal to 7 by 2 h nu minus 5 by 2 h nu, which is in turn equal to h nu. Similarly, E2 minus E1 is equal to 5 by 2 h nu minus 3 by 2 h nu, which is once again equal to h nu. This shows that during pure vibrational transitions, the energy and hence frequency emitted is same. Hence, pure rotational spectrum of a diatomic molecule must contain only one spectral line of frequency nu. But the vibrational spectrum of a molecule contains large number of rotational spectral lines superimposed on one another. Thank you.